I'm recording. Oh, hello, I'm, can you hear me on the mic? Can you hear me on, do I need to turn this, so I'm guessing, I don't know, I'm new to this phone still. Anyway, welcome to another video. Recording this one with no Wi-Fi, but I'll post it as soon as I have Wi-Fi. So, let's just get the obvious thing out of the way. This is clearly going to be how would you even pronounce it? Wisco? Wisco? I don't know. I don't know like, it's a weird thing. It's a weird spelling. But let's, obviously, credit to AziPro. Yada yada. A lot of that. You get the gist. Let's just dive right in. I want to do something different this time. I don't want to just start in the Middle East. I don't want to just start in this area again. That's like where I start. Maybe if I'm feeling different, usually I'll just go up there, maybe a bit out here, maybe stretch out here. That's what I usually do, but like I don't want to do that this time. I want to do something else. Where's somewhere I don't really talk about in Wisco. Whenever I do Wisco, hold up, gotta do the classic Wisco thing. Yada yada yada. Color uncolored area. Perfect. And let's just hide. And I'm just gonna hide a few of these. Actually, no. Where do I start? Where do I not focus on? Where do I not focus on? Think. I mean, usually I barely put a focus on Libya, maybe sometimes even a bit into Egypt I kind of ignore. So somewhere around that area maybe. Yeah, that could work. Yeah! It's close enough so that things will go kind of predictable, but there still can be some changes. Yeah. So, a civilization, of course. Hold up. Let's just boop. This little area is known about by who? By them. Hold up. This little area is known about by them. We kind of go right on the coast. They do a bit. They expand their borders out as far as they can see. Then they begin exploring again. Going up the African coast. Just what you'd probably do if you were a civilization who knew nothing about the world in the middle of North Africa. Going down over here, finding the Nile Delta, going down that a little bit. It going up throughout going up through the Fertile Crescent, reaching through Mesopotamia. Of course, you know about the lands around your country, though, of course, and like filling in little pockets of desert that they have left open. And they know really a lot. For a nation this small, they know a lot. So they're gonna begin conquering this. Now, something about this nation that I'm going to represent until it disappears. Like, until it gets destroyed. I don't have a script for this, by the way. Honestly, it's not just the nation. Like, basically, medieval Europe. We've got this little area. They do have regional capitals, but those won't be displayed. Egypt is its own region. Hold up. Oh, wait. I know a better way to do this. I don't need this color. I can just change the default color to that color. Yeah. So this nation runs off a little province system. Like, you get the gist, pretty sure. And if you don't get the gist, look at medieval history. And if you read if you look at medieval history and somehow still don't get the gist, just leave. You clearly don't understand. But yeah, they do a lot of expanding. And these provinces really only aren't rebelling because they're enjoying great autonomies that they want to keep. They're afraid that if they rebel, they might lose their great autonomies. Though, what they're not afraid of is fighting each other. So, these two have a little squabble. Over this piece of land. These guys just say it's theirs. But, well, what should we even call these dudes? Because, like, let's call them East Libya. We got West Libya, Central Libya, the capital region, and East Libya. Wait, no, East Libya. And then we'll call this region like Syria. So Egypt is arguing with East Libya over this territory. East Libya claims it's their territory. Egypt says it's theirs. But Egypt doesn't just say it's theirs. Egypt says that it's part that. Oh, by the way, this place is each like province area divides itself up, but those areas that the provinces choose don't enjoy the autonomies that the provinces do. But they claim that this area is part. Not now. I can't. No, Cameron. Just please stop. You quiet down. Please quiet down. I'm recording a video. Sorry about that, but yeah, they claim it's part of this area of Egypt. As you notice, that doesn't just give them claims on this. That also gives them claims on this. This whole region, they don't control, but they claim. Yeah. So, obviously, first, we'll just return that back to who the nations currently recognize it as. But now, Egypt, to reinforce their claim, will conquer these territories, enforcing their claim that it's a part of of their. It's a part of one of their territories. Which, honestly, don't think that was the actual original shape of the territory. I don't remember the original shape. You know what? I'll give it a defined shape. This is the Egyptian territory we're talking about. Very strangely shaped. That's only because there's a big city right here that they want to give its own territory to. This area is mostly just the desert. But anyway, so Egypt, in this little squabble, this will be a war, but Egypt will actually fall during this little squabble, which I'm not showing because they're still parts of this big old empire. Egypt will almost full annex East Libya, but Central Libya will step in and take the role as East Libya and take on the name of East Libya. So now there's no more Central Libya. It's just East and West. Even though Central Libya became East Libya. So kind of actually there's no more East Libya, but there still is an East Libya because Central Libya is now called East Libya, and now I'm confusing myself. But Egypt decides we're strong enough, we can take them. So they try to take them. Hold up. Where's that? Where's that red? Where's that extra red? Where's that? Oh, wait. That's them. So, yeah. So now, it's wartime. They're gonna place their capital right at the Nile Valley, and immediately these guys try to link back up, but nope. And in fact, they're gonna crush them. Then they're gonna turn their attention around to the main part and just start encircle the capital and just start crushing through the rest of the territory. Till the whole nation surrenders. In the peace deal, this red nation is forced to give up Egypt, of course. Give up this region of their main province, Central Libya. Give up this part of Syria. I know, border war. And that's it. Based on the war that happened, that seems surprisingly light. Just independence in a few stripping territories. But now, with the Syrian territory being so disconnected from the rest, it just decides, screw you, I'm gonna do what I want. And it does what it wants. Which most would expect would be like just normal country things, but no, aggressive exploration. That's what they want. They aggressively explore. They don't conquer. They just explore. And boy, is it helping the world. They are exploring. And hold up, forgot to give them a capital. No, too close to Wisco capital. There. And now with their aggressive exploration, they aggressively expand into literally all of the territories they just conquered. They just explored. They are insane. And everybody knows that. You're getting too big too fast. Hold up. And they temporarily paused their aggressive exploration. Their whole thing was being so aggressive with their exploration that nobody else could keep up. So they paused. I guess they've just explored. I guess they just need to take a chill, and they know that. And Orange knows that too. They start invading again. Look who's re-entered Syria. Look who's re-entered the Syrian capital. It's the Orange team. It's Orange Egypt. So, and now that Brown Syria is being absolutely dominated by a bigger military power. Honestly, I've always seen Persia. Wait, no. I've seen Persia as a darker green than that. Yeah. Like, that. No. Actually, now that I think about it, that's more of a. No. I don't know what a Persia green looks like. Like, this. Actually, yeah, this is a perfect Persia green. We got Persia. We got Persia. Then, we got a little then we got Turkey. Then we got a Turkish Anatolian nation, which actually has some territories stripped away from what it's supposed to be, but doesn't matter. Then but now the last holdouts are else, and bam, and down here, they just begin sweeping through. Till Syria is forced to surrender again. Where first off, well, let's get the, hold up, no, wrong color. Let's get the first thing out of the way. Syria will be an Egyptian puppet, along with some serious territorial concessions to Egypt. They're a puppet, and they're forced to relinquish their claim over their Anatolian province, and the final bits and pieces of their Persian province. They want to. Egypt wants to look like a liberator. They want to look like they're here to help the territories. And now, with a puppet government in place here, Egypt finalizes this is Egypt's final peace deal. Now with this, Anatolia explores the rest of their peninsula. Persia kind of stays still, really, but kind of like explores out to the east a bit here, heading towards all of Asia, expanding up north, trying to find out what's above all the mountains and like all the terrain over here. And they do find some stuff. They find Crimea, very useful. Like, I don't know. They also kind of find I'm the Caspian in both sides. They find both sides of the Caspian, though they don't really know. For all they know, this could be two seas. This could be two separate seas. It could expand out into an ocean for all they know. They just aren't sure. And down here, the old region of Syria, which has now become the region of Arabia, is made to explore the rest of their namesake. And conquer it, with it being just a bunch of desert. Because there's a difference between the rapid expansion Syria did and this rapid expansion. One major difference. The one they did is a giant desert. The one Syria did was a giant region full of fertile land and mountainous regions and other things. Then these guys continue to explore down the Nile, eventually reaching Lake Victoria. And wrapping around it and actually finding about, what is this? Lake Malawi. No, this is not Lake Malawi. That Lake Malawi's way farther south. What lake is this? Honestly, I don't know. All they know is that it exists. And, well, they start heading up. But they kind of diverge a bit. Some of them realize their mistake and head back up, but most of them don't and just decide, screw it, Ethiopia time. And so, Ethiopia time it is. And boy, is that is one big Ethiopia, and that is a big start for a nation. Oh, and with that little pocket explored, they actually expand even more. Yeah, being made up of explorers, probably a good thing when it comes to exploring the land. Now, like, the White Lands, it's not every nation knows about this. It's at least one nation. Like, the Red Nation. The Red Nation has the possibility of only really knowing about this. About the White Land around here. And not all the stuff out here and all the stuff down here. But they decide to stop with their federal model because that clearly didn't work, and I kind of lied about them. I'm making stuff up. I lied about them in the beginning, saying they'd like stay that way forever. I'm making stuff up as I go. And they just begin exploring and actually kind of regaining relevance, which Egypt is not happy with, and oops, seems I've accidentally invaded half your land. Okay, here's your surrender terms. And surrender they do, under some harsh terms. Yeah, harsh terms. And with this, how long have we been recording for? Oh, time flies when you're mapping. Well, hold up, I'll stretch. See y'all in the next video. Thank you. Bye.